Okay.
Okay, so in the lab, Kristen just asked what phase the salt product of our lab reaction last week is. So we mixed vinegar, which is an aqueous solution, acetic acid dissolved in water, with baking soda, which is a white powder, so it's a solid, right? So we had aqueous reactant and a solid reactant. Mix them together. It produced carbon dioxide gas, which filled up the balloon, so you know that's a gas. It produced water as a product, so that's a liquid. And then it produced sodium acetate. And that would be hard for you guys to figure out. Is this a solid? Is it a liquid? Is it a gas? Is it aqueous? But here's how you tell. So did you, when you were done swirling and the reaction was over, what was left in your flask? Could you see a white powder? Could you see any solid inside the flask? So you didn't have a solid product. And you know the only gas coming out was carbon dioxide, or our math wouldn't have worked. If there were two gases produced, we would have done the experiment wrong, so it wasn't a gas. So it had to either be a liquid or an aqueous, dissolved solid. Like if you dissolve salt in water, that solid salt becomes an aqueous solution of salt. So the sodium acetate is a type of salt, not table salt like you think of salt. But it's a salt, and it was dissolved in the water because it's soluble in water. Today we're going to look at some things that are soluble and some things that are not soluble in the lab. And so you'll start to see more about phases. But yeah, just so you know, if you didn't write down the phase of the sodium acetate, it was aqueous because it's dissolved in the water in the flask. Okay, so I took up everybody's stuff and I will now put it safely into a folder and I'll lose it. Great job, you guys, on writing lab reports and being so timely. Okay, so this week we're talking about how to use the mole concept to really powerfully learn about any balanced equation that you have or any reaction you want to do. And the basic gist of today is if you have grams of anything, you can always convert that to moles using the molar mass, right? And then you can use your balanced equation. So from grams to moles, you convert using the molar mass. And then you can use the balanced equation to convert from moles of one thing to moles of any other thing in the equation. And then if you need to learn how much of something you have, you can convert the moles of the new thing that you learned about using its molar mass. I'll call that molar mass too. You can convert to grams so you can learn how much you made, or if you need to make a certain amount, you can figure out how much you should measure out to do that. Like we talked about last week briefly, you can never just say, well, here's a balanced equation. Put our phases in. Let's say we do it that way. With this reaction, I can't say, well, what can I say? If I use 2 moles of hydrogen, then I want to